not, my fellow kings and queens. Parade is here, aka the new voice of freedom, aka father of the sea and sun, aka king of the core. And I want to introduce my loyal co-host. He is the host of the Celebration Cantina, Uncle Sheev on twitch.tv, aka the Wizard of Oscars. He has Unlimited. I have none other than Eli from the FAN Awakens. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for introducing me that way. It's always a pleasure to be here, and I'm excited to talk about some movies.
Yes, we are talking about movies today. Double feature, the horror movies of the summer. We are going to be talking about Obsession and the Backrooms, and this is the Overdue review where we review movies, but they're overdue. Because I'm very slow. I have Eli here who watches almost every movie that comes out, and I love talking to him about it. And I think I held off a little bit on asking you outside of the podcast what your thoughts were. But before we go into it, I just want to do a little bit of housekeeping. We are usually talking about Star Wars movies. During the summer, we talk about a lot of different movies, but we talk about Star Wars movies, Star Wars TV, everything Star Wars, including Star Wars Celebration that's going to happen in Los Angeles 2027. And we are prepping for that on the Celebration Preppers or Celebration Preparation here on the Raincore channel. So tune in if you have a chance. We're going to be doing movies. We're going to be talking more about what we're doing. We're talking about how we got our hotel rooms, merchandise from previous years, what you can expect. So tune in with the Raincore channel and also the FAN Awakens, because again, like I said, Celebration Cantina also covers great information there with Eli. But Eli, I want to talk to you about your thoughts. Let's start with first, which I think came out first, is the Backrooms.
Yeah.
Now, I want to know, my first question before you get into your review, did you know about the Backrooms from like YouTube or other media before the movie came out?
I did. I wasn't well versed in it, but some friends and I did play Escape the Backrooms for like 3 hours one time, and it was fun. We went to the same, I guess, setting as the movie's in. And I think it's the first level. So that was the extent though of my, like, I'd heard of it. I'd seen memes. But yeah, those 3 hours of playing that game was about the extent of my my background knowledge.
Yeah, for sure. I remember watching them back like on YouTube, because I used to watch a lot of the film theorists, and they were talking like Matt Pat would be like trying to watch the videos and decipher like what was going on based on the viral YouTube videos. That was a lot of fun, but I think there's too much time has passed, or most of that information that I retained back then is long gone. But I was excited when the movie was announced and actually come to fruition. Unlike you, I think you're a big horror fan. Unlike you, I'm not a big horror fan. I think things stick too much with me, and I live by myself. So I'm like little scaredy boy when it comes to horror. But what is your? We'll get into our rating towards the end. What is your initial thoughts of the Backrooms movie?
Yeah, I think that I'll say this. The movie didn't work for me that well, but
interesting. Okay.
I don't want to be too negative on it because I do think that it was a great effort by Kane Parsons directing, what is he, 20? And I think that he's very young. Commitment to physical sets and all that stuff I think is amazing. And I think a lot of the atmospheric choices they made play to my sensibilities. I love when you can sort of try and make tension without, showing things. I guess the way to put it is, building tension without cheap scares, without jump scares, without showing the audience everything. I think of Jurassic Park as an example, right? Or Jaws. I know they're different. They're not like strictly horror movies, but Steven Spielberg was able to make you fear things that are implied, or, they use music. And I think they use that very well here. The story didn't do it for me.
Oh, interesting.
And I found it a bit repetitive, and I thought that maybe, the script could have maybe been in someone else's hands, or maybe they took another pass. I don't know. But I would say the story was probably the thing that brought it down quite a bit for me. Acting was great. I think Chiwetel Ejiofor is worth the price of admission on his own. But that's where I'm at. with it
Okay.
so far.
Okay.
It was okay.
Okay.
Okay for me.
Okay. So now let me ask you: have you rated the movie? Can you give
Sure.
me your rating on it?
I can. Yeah. I think I'd give it a 6. I'd
A
give it a
6.
6. Solid
Interesting.
6.
No way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Based on what you said, okay, that makes sense. I just wanted to quantify it so I know where you're coming
Yeah.
from. I would rate this movie an 8. It worked for me,
Okay. Yeah.
like not being a horror person, but I do like the psychological aspect of it. And I could agree there's not much jump scares, but I was on the edge of my seat for some of it. Where,
Sure.
where like when I'm watching a horror movie, I'm like, oh, don't do that, don't turn that corner. Oh, like I wouldn't do that. And there's like
Yeah.
that conversation where I'm like in the moment. What really worked for me is all the mystery and the questions behind. Okay, what's actually going on? How soon can these characters figure out what's going on? Because like I have a little bit of the knowledge of the backrooms from, like I previously
Sure.
said, from YouTube history, where um it's like this is a dangerous place and you're going really far in. Are you going to be able to find your way out? Like
Yeah.
what's actually going on? Like you said, Chiwetel Ejiofor, worth the price of admission. His performance is great. Even I love, for the writing aspect, I love that we're on his side and then we have the turn and then we're not on his side. Like, oh, he becomes villainous. And also
Yeah.
spoilers for all these movies too.
Yeah.
We're
I
not
mean,
holding back for this review. What So you have being a 6, me being an 8. I'm curious more of what didn't work. I know you touched on it a little bit,
sure.
but specifically what didn't work for you.
Yes. I think that the thing is, if you're not going to use the sort of jump scare tactics and things like that and you build the tension,
Mm-hmm.
for me there has to be payoff, and for me there wasn't. Like
Interesting.
I felt that the especially in the third act, the climax of having the large pirate, I forget his name, it's been a while
Clark.
since I've seen it,
Yeah,
I
Clark.
apologize.
No, you're fine.
Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not tense at all. I mean, it always felt like they had 30 yards
Interesting.
between them, and I just like I wasn't, I wasn't really on the edge of my seat on that one, and I didn't find
Okay.
it to be yeah, the payoff wasn't there for me as far as the tension or the scares or anything. But beyond that, I think the other thing story wise was, you know, my favorite scene in the movie, and this isn't being like disparaging of it. I genuinely, my favorite scene is the commercial when they're shooting the commercial.
Oh, no way. Okay.
And I know it's goofy, just because Chiwetel was so great in that scene, and I thought that was the most engaged I was. And the opening, I thought the opening was great. I thought the opening scene where it shows the other guy who's in the back rooms and he's recording
Oh,
those
right.
messages, and
Mm-hmm.
he's doing all that. That was great. I just feel that a lot of this script had setup without payoff. Um, Starting with that, he's
Interesting.
recording these messages, trying to get out there. I know that that's part of the games and the lore with the
Mm-hmm.
cassette tapes and things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that paid off at all. I also think that
Mm.
they, for some reason, kept harkening back to him being an architect and being adamant about being an architect. And then you go into this world that's an architectural marvel, and they don't ever make that matter in any way besides him drawing a
Oh,
map on a
interesting.
piece of paper.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They brought it up multiple times, so I'm like, what is he gonna like figure this out, like an Inception thing? Like he figures out, oh, this is how it works,
Yeah.
this is how it goes, and that never happened. And then I also found it a bit repetitive with each time that a character went into the back rooms. I felt like I'm restarting, and I don't need to start from the beginning each
I
time
see where,
we have
yeah.
this happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So those things would are what I would say brought it down. But there are a lot of elements that I did like, which is why it's a 6 and not like a 4.
Mm.
For me, I love the practical sets. I like that they evolved those sets, and I thought that the swing was great. And like I said, the director's like 20. I'm excited to see him hopefully take this further. But yeah, that's kind of where I would say that would be
Interesting.
why I was at a 6.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well then what I picked up, I think I'm hearing from you is like the what's presented isn't, you said there wasn't payoff. Well, I would
Yeah.
argue the fact that I'll debate those points. What I think
Yeah.
is actually happening in the movie is more psychological and than it is the movie's giving it credit for. And I think it's apparent that he is meeting with a therapist. Um, it's a broken marriage. He's a broken person.
Yeah.
He's finding a broken place. He's an architect. He seems very smart. but he can't fix it. And the idea is he shouldn't be able to fix it. And he's exploring these things without actually dealing with the problems at hand. Before I forget, I think the large Clark, the mascot Clark, would take people out. I feel like there's two things that would take people out. The mascot Clark being the villain, like the actual threat, and then it switching perspective from Clark to the therapist. And I wish I could remember her name, but I feel like those two would be the sticking points. And you mentioned it, but I also think the Clark, it works for me because the mascot Clark is his lowest point, because he's a very egotistical person or character in the movie, where him playing essentially a clown or a mascot is below him. Because I think somewhere in the movie he said, I'm not going to be working at this retail store for the rest of my life. I'm going to be doing something better. But he's still working at the retail store. He can't even make that work. He's not successful. And so it's playing on all the tropes of an egotistical person, and then succumbing to like being in there, and like, I think this might be where I'm supposed to be. Like there's a point in the movie where they're having quote unquote dinner. And she's like, and she just breaks it down for him. So like all that worked. She's like, you got to figure this out. Like you have to come to this conclusion. I can't help you. You're so broken. I can't even help you. Because he has to make that choice, and the choice he makes is I'll stay. But what also is interesting is she is also a broken person, and we get like her history with her mom being agoraphobe, and like the motifs of the windows that was coming up quite a bit, like open the window, find the window, the loop, he's like listening to the tapes, like all of it worked really well for me. And for you to tell me that the kid was 20, I'm like, yeah, this is better than I expected, because it goes pun intended, it goes levels deeper in the Backrooms based on the psychology of the characters. Because I feel like from the theories and stuff, from what the internet is saying, I feel like you go into the Backrooms with the problems that you have, and it manifests those problems to be actually physical. And I just find that very fascinating. The other thing that really worked for me is Clark is willing to sacrifice people without any remorse. Like he doesn't tell the two kids, he like uses, it's like very actually a little narcissistic. He actually uses the people around him for his benefit, versus trying to like prop anybody up or try to help anybody out, where he could have easily told them, hey, there's something down here too, it's kind of dangerous. But because of his curiosity, he's willing to burn people. And I think that also manifests into his marriage as well. Like dude, it was crazy, because even in the I think the therapy scenes are probably one of my favorite scenes, because you get a lot of it where he's like, let's role play. Those are good. He's like, let's role play, and he gets into it where he like calls her a fat ass, and your career, you're not going anywhere in your career, and all this stuff, and just like tearing his wife down. And you're like, wow, like you're not a great person, and you're hoping that he's your lead character, that change will descend to good, and it doesn't. So like just a lot of that stuff worked for me. And it might be a little bit like of personal stuff, me being older, having a marriage that didn't work out, like stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's why I enjoyed it more. And then I think the potential of maybe having more Backrooms movies explore the lore based on the ending is really interesting, and I'm excited to go back. Especially it's not like, it's also not the tropey just horror thing where it's like cheap jump scares, over the top gore. I feel like it's classy. I don't know if that's the right word. But
I mean, I think that a lot of your points I agree with on a lot of things. I think the only difference is like I understand Clark, and it's his worst part of himself, and he ended up being his own demise, as seemed to be the whole thing. I just didn't think the execution of it, like the ideas I think are there. The execution of it just didn't work for me. Like the way that they got from here to there, and the way they got like Clark's story went, and the motifs of it, I don't know. I think that it, and the other thing is with the background, right? I keep seeing I guess because I've looked into it a little bit, and comments of like, oh, the reason it doesn't make sense, or the reason it doesn't connect, is because it's actually connected to a web series he did. And I'm like, well, that shouldn't matter.
No, I don't think, that I don't think I'm putting that into account.
No, I'm not. I agree. I agree. I don't think you did either. I'm just saying, as far as like I'm seeing that used as
An
an
excuse.
excuse or exclamation a lot. Like that shouldn't matter. It should have
Yeah.
been
I'm
um
trying to think if, because in the original, I think in the video games, it's like an inky creature or whatever that's running around
yeah,
killing, and there's different
yeah.
like monsters or whatever. I actually was thinking about if I would like a monster, but I think that takes away from the psychology of the movie, like I stated previously,
Yeah.
where an inky creature wouldn't just be a representation of the worst aspect of yourself. So I'm like,
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's a little lost there, but even just the giant caricature did take me out a little bit. But once I like deeped in, I was like, it makes sense for the movie. It's not the best choice. It's not the greatest choice in the world. Um, but yeah, that I was like, I wish it
Yeah.
was just a little bit different. But I don't know how to
I
fix
think
it.
that
I would like to come with a solution, but I can't think of one.
lots of great ideas, and I think lots of good execution as far as like the atmosphere and the physical stuff, and the acting was great. I That's why I'm excited to see him get another. I mean, they'll make a sequel for sure, you
I
know.
think so. Yeah.
Uh, and so I am excited for that, because I do think that even on my end at a 6, it's like an optimistic 6, you know.
Sure.
You get all that experience under your belt. Um,
Would
yeah,
you? I guess we would say we would. I would assume we would see the therapist again, but would you? You think it could
I don't
work
know.
with just a new character finding
Maybe a
their way
time
into the
jump.
forward?
Yeah, I think
Time for
anthology type. You know,
yeah.
you jump to present day or maybe the 2000s, wherever. This was like what, the 90s or something, the
Oh
80s.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah,
did you notice? I watched it with a friend. They didn't notice at first. Did you notice the time jump from when the therapist goes in, from when Chiwetel Clark goes in and or gets stuck
yeah,
in there? Okay, because I think that's also lost on people. But I was like, no, it clearly shows that there's a ton of
yeah.
eviction notices, like probably months
No one's
worth.
been collecting that mail for a while. Yep.
Yeah, there's like months worth, and those two kids are dead. No one's looking for those. Did anyone? Was there anyone looking for those two dead people? Um,
I don't know.
but I mean, they could also be like not transient, but not have like family or anything. But even that shot
Yeah,
too of like the neighborhood they live in versus the neighborhood they show inside the back rooms. I thought it was so cool, and I think with more sequels we could see other people, like you said, time jump, go in there. Cell phones will not work, so I don't think that would be an issue. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, I think the concept is cool, and I think we could see more of it, and I would like to see more. But solid 8 for me. Solid 8, like no questions asked. Solid 8. I would even push it to a 9 if I really thought it was
yeah.
perfect. But I think, yeah, I don't think I could get it to a 9, but an 8 for sure. Maybe an 8.5 for me. That's how much I actually
Okay.
like that movie.
I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I'll stick. I think I'm sticking with my
Hey,
6,
no, no, for sure.
but
Stick with you. Well,
but
I'd be curious if you watched it again or if a
I've seen
sequel.
it twice.
Oh, you saw it twice.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay,
yeah.
okay. Were you
Second time,
lower on the first time or lower on the second?
I
Or the
would say
same?
lower on the second. Lower on the
Interesting.
second a little bit. I didn't.
Okay.
I mean, the first time I would have given it. I don't know. I think I've come around to being optimistic on it. I probably would have given it a 5 if you asked me right out. I was a
Mm.
little bored. I don't know. It wasn't. It
Mm.
just didn't do it for me.
Okay.
But like I just refuse to be fully negative, because I do think there's so many good, even for me, giving it that, I guess you can call it a low rating, but I don't think it's that low. There's a lot of good. There's a lot of like it's like a prospect, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
seeing like you got a lot of good traits, kid. You just got to string them together.
Well, I also feel like the way they did the sets was very intentional, even though like
I
the
agree.
backrooms itself is not intentional, right? It'll change, it
Sure.
moves, it does all that kind of thing. But I feel like the what they showed us, like even for instance, the chair, like that throne chair, um
Yeah.
it's like that was the chair I think that he was using for the commercial, and then the shoes that were in there were the kids' shoes, but they weren't even in there yet. So it's like
Yep.
playing like a really with the dream or the wonderland of it.
I
Alice in
agree.
Wonderland, like, okay, we're going deep into this weird psychological place, and that just really works for me. Alice in Wonderland being one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, so
Yeah.
it just goes to my sensibilities. So I'm very excited to see more from
Hell yeah.
him, from the director, and more backrooms. Obsession, viral
Yeah.
Hollywood movie from Curry Baker and crew. What the frick? What the frick? What is this movie? Eli, tell me what you thought about Obsession.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved Obsession. I'd give that one a 9 out of 10. I
Yeah.
think
9 out of
that it
10.
is very refreshing. Obviously, super low budget, like $750,000.
Crazy.
And I do watch a lot of horror, but I think that something again, this maybe affected my Backrooms rating a little bit. In truth, I saw them almost back to back,
Okay.
like very within this 2 days, maybe one day, I can't remember. And I thought that once Obsession starts and once the tension begins, it does not let up until the movie's over.
It does
And
not. His foot is on the
that
gas in
is
that whole movie.
fantastic. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you feel so unsettled. It's I mean, it's clever and it feels refreshing and original, and the performances are great. I don't really have a negative to say about this movie. I thought it was really, really good. Might push it to a 9.5. I don't know. I
Okay,
thought it was
well,
awesome.
so saying that being said, why doesn't it get pushed to a 10 for you?
Um, because it wasn't the best movie I've ever seen in my life. I don't know. Like it's. I
There's
think
something
that
that's like not
it's
there, right? It's just like if
sure.
something's not there, yeah.
Sure. But yeah, that's a good question. 10's so hard to give.
10 is so hard
A
to give.
10 because I really love the movie, but as far as me giving something a 10, I have to walk out feeling like I need to see that 8 more times, which I would have loved to see it multiple times. I haven't.
Oh, so you only watched this one once?
Yeah, I only saw it
Okay.
once.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's as far as favorite movies this year, it's Project Hail Mary and this.
Okay.
Which obviously you can't get two more opposite movies as far as budget and scope and
Yeah.
everything. So it's hard to put apples and oranges together there. But
For
yeah,
sure.
I thought this was fantastic. What do you think?
I thought this movie was great. Again, I'm not the horror guy, but
Yeah,
the story beats were all there, the acting was there, the psychology is all there. Curry Baker's amazing. Like a fan of his crazy skits on
yeah.
YouTubes and
I
Reels.
never heard of him before this.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Me and my friends quote his stuff all the time because it's so absurd. But
yeah,
to actually have a film and seeing what he can do on the big stage in Hollywood, it's so refreshing. From what I've been watching lately, with an unknown cast for the most part,
yeah.
low budget, fantastic. They are making great things with nothing. With the budget of 750 thousand, they really, I don't even know if they expected the success and the virality of what they made.
Sure
But
they
I
didn't.
think,
Yeah,
just because it's so creative, and so it just feels like it just feels so fresh that I think Hollywood really needs to rethink. I think we'll see movies from creators, hopefully good ones, moving forward. Even like with Markiplier's movie Iron Lung being like kind of the first one, and then this one being like the second. But
we've gotten a few, and they're hit
yeah,
or miss. But
but this one
this
is
one
like
is
for sure gonna change
it's iconic
things.
horror kind of thing.
Yeah,
I think that yeah, I mean we had like yeah, we've had a couple YouTuber horror
like
movies.
the
What was the other one?
Backrooms
Chris
too.
Stuckman, he made one and that
Oh, really? I
was
didn't know that.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Um but I think that he struck gold here.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, as far as like them thinking it was going to be this successful, they would have spent more than 750,000 on if they did.
Yeah.
Which who knows what that would have meant, right? But
Yeah.
they, yeah, I think the One Wish Willow is going to be an iconic horror
100%.
prop thing.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, his next movie is going to include a One Wish Willow again.
That'd be so
Not a
cool.
sequel, but
Yeah, it'll
in the
be
same world.
in the same universe.
And I think that Inde Navarrete is a star,
Mm.
and she's gonna make a ton of money in a ton of things, whatever she wants to do. Um, well deserved. It just, yeah, I mean, also the character work was fantastic. I mean, this character Bear is someone that I don't know that I've seen someone so vile in a long time. You think
Right.
she's vile, he's really the
He's
vile one in
really
the
vile.
story.
Yeah, he's the villain for sure.
And the way that they present him as, obviously he has, there's one girl that has a crush on him and she's great and he likes her, but he has he really has a crush on Nikki,
Nikki, yep.
and she gives him every chance. She gives him every chance. And in most cases, this movie would be her rejecting him and then him using the willow, right? And I think in most stories, that's how it would have gone. And then it makes, not that it's good, but people are like, oh, he got rejected and now he's not accepting it. But no, they're like, she gave him the chances and he just froze and didn't do it. And
Well,
now, to make matters worse, he's done this. Yeah.
yeah,
Made this
okay,
wish.
so let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, before I give this movie a 9 out of 10. Because I didn't say that previously. So I was questioning if Nikki actually liked Bear or not. They present the movie where he's going to confess. They're friends. They're texting. So I'm like, is he friend zone or is it actually consensual? And I couldn't tell. And I asked many people, like, what does Nikki actually like him? Now I want to ask you just briefly. Do you think Nikki actually likes him?
Yeah. The thing is, I don't know, and that's the beautiful thing. I think that they that line of her saying, you know, if you like me, now's the time to tell me, like, do you like me? So she gave him that chance. So
she
I
did.
don't know if she does.
So,
but she laid that. Yeah.
So here's the crazy part. So when you watch the rest of the movie, you find out that she's sleeping with his friend Ian.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that would be a perfect opportunity, because also Ian's a bad person, where Ian could be like, hey, bro, I'm sleeping with her on the side. You shouldn't confess. Or if you confess, I just want to make sure you know. But Ian's a bad guy, so he's not going to say anything. In the movie, he says, like, oh, did she lose her mind? Is she on drugs? Like, he's questioning it because he's been sleeping with her, and now she's probably not sleeping with him. Him knowing she doesn't like Bear. What the beauty of the acting part is, Curry Baker said that they filmed 3 versions of that conversation. One where she does like him, one where she doesn't, and or maybe it's just 2. And then he mixed them. So it's very ambiguous if she likes him or not. And I'm like,
great.
Curry, how dare you? How dare you mess with me? Because I was like trying to figure out.
Awesome.
It's awesome. I think I heard that was also in American Psycho. So he might have taken something like that for this movie. And I think that's a great choice. I would love, if I ever film a movie like that where it is a question, it's a great thing. Cause like, I like to dissect like what the actor is doing in the scene. But if it's intercut and you're getting both versions, bro, it's a mystery. It's a complete mystery.
It is.
So I love that. What's not a mystery is Bear being a bad person. Like that is
as bad as it gets, man. Top 10 villains all time.
And what sucks is I was thinking, I mean, we just talked about the Backrooms. I'm wondering if it was just the Backrooms and the next year we get Obsession, like to compare apples to oranges, because I think having them both butt up against each other, I think does take away from Backrooms, but Obsession just does Backrooms better than what Backrooms was trying to do. Meaning you have this main character, male character, who has a little bit of ego or even lack of self-confidence from Bear. But the movie is presenting them as your hero and then switches it. Because Clark is technically our hero and then switches it where he's a villain, and then same with Bear. But I think it's just more compelling in Obsession, the way it's written, the way it's directed, and the way it's executed. I think I forgot the name of the main actress who plays Nikki. It's
Inde Navarrete.
I think she will be in more stuff. I think she carries, with her acting alone, just carries a lot.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's fantastic. Like her just doing that creepy smile. I don't know if that's edited.
No, I've seen it done. I
think I've seen it done. Just in interviews. Yeah, she just smiles crazy.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck?
The frowny face is a meme. Her being in the corner is a meme. I didn't look into if the CG of her movement, if that was CG or film, like frames taken out. But the way she was moving was crazy in the movie, which was also awesome to see. So maybe shout out to the effects people. But she carries. What else did I like about this movie? Oh yeah, the supporting cast is great too. Like you actually care about a lot of the characters. Shout out to Andy Richter as the dad. Is that yes. Just a really small cameo, but good for him for just allowing himself to be in this movie. He probably didn't need to, being Sarah's dad and whatnot. But the freaking direction, like you said, the intensity doesn't stop. And I was thinking about you because of soundtracks. The freaking soundtrack and the music cues they use in this movie is disturbing. Just the melting notes that they use. Her silhouette in the darkness is like creepy. Like you could tell, like, oh, she's wearing something nice and trying to be sexy and attractive. But you're just like,
yeah,
what you're looking at is just alarms are going off. Her being in the corner, hidden in darkness, alarms are going off. Even when she had the freaking like vase in front of her face, I knew nothing. She's not going to look like a demon. Like I already knew that,
yep.
but my body's like, red alert, get out of there, get out of there.
Yeah.
The framing is centering it on every window. Anytime when someone was in a car, the window is the center of the frame, and you're like, something's gonna bust through. The whole conversation with Sarah in the car, they're talking about nice, pleasant things. I'm like,
you know something's gonna happen.
So I'm just sitting there like this the whole time. My heart's beating fast. I'm like, yeah, it was a crazy experience watching that movie for the first time, and the movie experience was great. The scene where she's in the corner, like in the darkness and crying and screaming in the bedroom.
Yeah.
There's a dude in the theater. Oh, hell no. It's so funny. I was like, oh man, I love that. I love that when people just have visceral reactions. The audience laughed at as his reaction. What was your favorite scenes in the movie?
I mean, favorite scenes, so tough. There's so many I can point to. I think that the thing that I would say I had the biggest reactions to is, you know, just how Nikki gave Bear all those chances on the drive home, and she even point blank asked, you know, if you like me, you need to tell me, and all that. Bear throughout the film had so many chances to get ahead of this and get out of this, and I mean, the one that the scene that stuck with me the most, because it was just such a punch, was when he's sneaking out of the bed and she's like, kill me. Oh my god.
Dark.
I mean, I was like stunned in my seat, you know what I mean? I'm sitting still, but I'm like holding my breath, like, oh my god, are you really? And then he has the gall to ask, what's so wrong about being with me? And she follows with, I've never been with you. And I'm like, oh my
I didn't even catch that.
Yes.
I heard her like, I heard him say, what's so wrong with being with me? And I almost threw up in my seat.
And he just leaves. I'm like, then that I was like, holy,
it's 3 a.m. You have a crazy girlfriend, and you're gonna just sneak out without repercussion. This dude is,
and you know,
insane.
And oh my gosh, every time that she snapped in and out was fantastic.
Yeah,
she'd snap in and out of, you know. I think another scene that was confusing me at first, I'm like, what the hell is going on? But it ended up chilling, was when he called the customer service on the box.
Yeah.
And that is the only scene that had, it was close. It was close to overdoing it for me with whatever because that was Curry Baker.
Yeah, Curry Baker on the phone.
On the phone,
customer service,
and that was close to overdoing it for me. That's the only small, and I'm not even criticizing it, but with like the, I don't know, heavy breathing dude on the phone. But then when he's like, do you want to talk to her? And it just has Nikki screaming. I mean, you know, that movie was every choice. It feels like every choice was so, every single minute of that film felt so intentional. And,
I love that. Well, what sucked about that scene is they still centered the window. So I was like, is she going to bust through the window? Like, who are you talking to?
That's good though.
But
it keeps you distracted. It gets your mind like, what am I focusing on? And it keeps you on edge.
Yeah. But I couldn't pay attention to the conversation happening, which I wanted to. But that was also crazy to like, essentially I would assume her soul's captured somewhere. It's stuck in. But what I love about the One Wish Willow thing is people know about it and they're like, yeah, it's fine. Like, oh, you wished for that? Like, bro, you messed up your wish. People have made the wish and it's been fine. But it was him specifically, his bad wish. Because it's not even a monkey paw thing. Because even the store owner was like, oh yeah, it was like, my wish is fine.
Yes.
It's like, and the $1 billion thing. It wasn't like, oh,
my
hey,
whole thing was like, she can get out. Everybody's like, oh, she's going to be in prison. Hey, that's an easy case to solve if you're a lawyer. And you're like, hey, tell them about the one wish. Well, if they figure that out, you can prove that
Actually,
without a
actually,
shadow of
that's
a
a great
doubt.
point. Yeah, that's a great point. Because
But who knows if they make that connection? But
also, yeah, I heard there's multiple endings. I would love to see
sure.
because there's a version of the movie where I think what was it? He does he not die? Like I think it ends with
Oh,
the wish,
them
which
together.
I wanted
Yeah.
actually. That's what I wanted.
Oh
I wanted
no.
that. You know
I
why?
mean that's
Okay,
good. I
here's
like
why I
that
wanted it
too. But
because
yeah,
he then is stuck as well into a prison that like he similar
better
to
than he
what he
deserves.
better than he deserves. I
He
think
needs the lights out.
and I think yeah he needs yeah he I think it's him dying is a more of a escape. You know, like I was like
I guess so.
I
Yeah,
was
you're
like
right.
because Nikki's the one who's gonna have to deal with the consequences of the fallout.
Yeah.
Which I think is
Oh
horrible because it's like she was imprisoned. She's probably saw everything that happened or experienced everything that happened, but
I
it's
don't know
very
that she did or not. That's the great thing. I don't know.
we don't know.
Like it feels like maybe she didn't. Like she pops back. She don't know. She doesn't know where she's at.
Oh,
She doesn't
that's
know
right,
what's
because she's
happening.
freaking out. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe it's better that she doesn't. But her, oh yeah, because she's like everybody's dead, and then is like freaking out.
Yeah.
Um, but like Barry's selfishness got himself killed, two other people killed, and ruined many lives. Like father's
Yes.
life,
He's
Sarah's
also a
life.
coward.
100% a coward, and that's why I was like, I knew when he needed to kill, they were like, you can kill yourself, or Nikki's like, kill me. He's too much of a coward to do that. So I was like, I wasn't. That's not
Yes.
gonna be the out. Um,
But even when he downed the pills, it's like, oh, he's gonna nope, bailed out of
he's like,
that too. He was
yeah,
trying to
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Oh
she
yeah,
snapped that willow in time. Oh my gosh, they just piled it on with that guy.
yeah.
Um,
I think
but
here's one thing though. I think does ruin it for me. The dead cat thing.
sure.
It's a cool concept, but the look of the cat and just being on it wasn't a real pet to me. I was like, oh, that's a prop. I think like, and the budget wise, sure. I'm just saying a
Yeah,
little,
I'll
just a
give
very little thing.
sure. I mean, I thought when the cat sandwich thing was great, and on the note she put "not me" on it. I thought that stuff was fantastic, especially looking back to it. It's like, when he's eating the sandwich, and all of a sudden he realizes, for my food critic or
Uh
whatever,
huh.
how is the cat or whatever it is, and there's a Polaroid of them together. It says "not me" written on it.
Oh,
I'm like,
right,
oh
right,
my
right, right,
god.
right. Yeah, like
Oh,
Nikki
that stuff is
sending a
so
message.
chilling every
Yeah,
time. And
I,
it's just I don't remember the last time I felt chills so many times
which,
in
yeah.
yeah.
When he ate the sandwich, I was like, this is probably the cat. Like I already like knew that was happening. The one
Yeah,
thing that took me out of that scene was Sarah. What's the joke? What's the joke? What's the joke? I was like, I
sure.
felt like that was just too much. If that as an intention of putting in the movie,
Yeah.
because another regular person would just be like, "What's the joke? What's the joke?" Maybe twice, and then just move on with their life. Like, "Oh, why do you look like that? Why do you look like?" I just she said it like six to
Oh,
eight times.
yeah,
And I was like, that another just small little gripe.
sure.
Um, Sarah's also a bad person. The internet made me
Sarah,
realize
what is I
Sarah's
gotta
also a
think.
bad person.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have that yet. What's Sarah
Basically,
do?
you're hitting up your friend's man to meet at 3 a.m. with the intention of liking him, and you're like, hey, meet up with me or else was kind of crazy. Like, I'll come to your house
Oh
if you don't meet
no.
up with me now.
I
Um,
So here's my thing on that though. I think that they're all friends, right? This group is all friends.
mm-hmm,
Nikki and Sarah, they're friends. It's clearly not something is clearly not well. I'll say that.
mm-hmm.
And I do think that you'd be a bad friend not trying to pull them apart. I think you're a bad friend not trying to do something. Talk to them. And Sarah already had a big crush on him, right?
Yes.
So I think that circumstantially maybe that wasn't her full intention. She wanted to talk about Sarah and talk about something serious and her letter and stuff. But two people like each other and they get together and things happen, which I'm not excusing. I'm just saying I didn't take it as like she's a bad person. I think that especially when you look at all the people in that movie, uh she's
She's
an
the
angel
least
compared
bad.
to
Yes, she's the least
I
bad.
mean,
But,
I did they do anything? Like they opened the letter, which they had been, that was part of their storyline, and
well, she
she was
goes,
trying to get
I
into
was
the
on the
college, and
left. And he goes, what?
yes, yeah. I mean, look, but I think that if you're not, there's something clearly wrong with their friend, and
With
I
Nikki?
think that, yes, I mean, at that party alone, and she
Yeah,
freaked out and tried
but
to
they
kill
didn't even
herself
like
with the
talk about it though, right? In the car? Did they
that's
even
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
They took her to the hospital. They said, he took her to the hospital and they wouldn't
Well,
take her.
let's here real
But
quick, just to my point.
yeah,
Let's reverse it. Your
yeah.
girl leaves at 3 a.m. A text from me, A, Eli's
If
girlfriend.
that shit's happening, you can have her.
That's
I don't want to be any part of this.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be a bad person if I'm like, hey, I need to talk to you 3 a.m. in my car. Don't tell your,
These circumstances are all over the place. I think circumstances
Sure.
matter here. Holy, if you care about, like, if she doesn't know all the bad things Bear's done, and she cares about him as a human being, and you see all this stuff happen, look, save him. I don't know. Oh my god.
But
Oh
that,
man.
like, the conversation wasn't even there yet, because she was like, "Oh, happy I'm joyful. I just want to share this letter with you." I'm like, if the intention was, "Hey, let's talk about Nikki," like that would be a different thing. But it could have gotten there. It could have gotten there eventually. I think to me,
pass on all this.
To me, I think her intention was, I'm about to leave. I want to tell you that I like you, just to put it out there. Very similar to the first conversation with Bear and Nikki right in the car, and it getting flipped on its head with someone getting murdered. They said
the other thing. You go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna just shift. Curry Baker's thought, his initial thought, she was still alive in that scene.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, God. That's too dark. That's too dark. Let's listen. Like that whole thing she would still be alive for. But anyway, continue.
My thing is, she told Nikki right in the beginning. We found out later. She told Nikki she liked Bear. And then he drives Nikki home, and all of a sudden they're dating.
That is also crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, from her perspective, it's like, hey, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, I'm still gonna say my piece.
Sure.
Or in some way, you know what I mean? Like, I never had. I'm not defending cheating here. I'm just saying, like, yeah, they're all young, dumb people, but
I'm gonna add that defender of infidelity, Eli from the family.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm gonna be known for.
No, I'm joking.
No, I know.
I love that the internet has picked this up as like kind of a cultural it's a pop culture now, right? Like One Wish Willow, 100%. Obsession, all the memes and everything. I think that's great. And I'm excited to see more from this universe. Do you think if in this spiritual successor of this movie, like the One Wish Willow universe, do you think there'll be a mention of these events? Do you think like, oh, girl murders 3 kids, like somewhere in a newspaper, or like someone tangentially mentions it?
I think that's the most I'd want to see.
Okay.
Like it's on a newspaper or like I don't know, on the news in a diner, but I wouldn't want any more than that.
Yeah. I think Curry
yeah.
Baker's too smart for that. Like that seems very low.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it seemed like too much on the nose.
I'm curious how. I mean, I know it's what Aaron Paul and someone else. I don't remember who else is going to be in it, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he does. You know?
Yeah. Ian's also a bad friend. Like there was things I liked about the character, but also a bad friend. You asked me before we watched the movie, and I want to throw it back at you. You're like, at what point in this relationship, you're a normal person, at what point in this relationship do you go, nah, this isn't gonna work? Because there's a specific point for me where I'm like, no.
Oh man, I may be getting the order out of whack because it's been a few weeks since I've seen it. But what's your point? I got to think about it.
When the homegirl pulls my dead cat out of the trash or wherever it was and puts it on my kitchen floor as a memorial, that would be like, no, you need to leave. Like this is too far. This has gone too far.
Yeah.
I don't think there was another point prior to that where I would be like completely out. Because like I think the duct taping happening is after. I think the 3 a.m. happens after.
I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, that was the cat was crazy. The cat thing was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. Her freaking out. It might have been already
like that
time,
first
like
night.
In the first night, it might have been time to call all the friends for a convention. I don't know. Like, hey, some shit's not right. We need to figure this out. I don't know what to do.
But boy
also,
wanted it
the
so
one
bad.
thing that I wondered constantly: where were her parents? She lived at home. They never inquired.
Her dad didn't live in the same state. Like he was out of state.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Where's your mom?
I got the feeling she was living on her own. I don't think she was living with a parent.
I don't know where these people live in. That's my one, and I'm not calling it a gripe. It's more funny.
Yeah.
You got, everybody owns a home that's 18 and 19. We got however you do it. You got the small time record store with 5 employees. What kind of operation are we running here?
Sarah had a dad, so she was living at home.
Sure. Yeah.
I would assume Nikki and Ian had roommates. There? Like, I would assume they had or not even Nikki had roommate, but I would assume Ian had roommates at his place because his place was pretty big.
It was. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point.
No parents around. That's okay. I'm not hating on it.
Yeah, because we knew Bear inherited it from his grandma, so
yes,
like that was a sticking point. Yeah, so that's. I heard a couple of theories. One was one theory I heard was Bear has bad breath because every time he tried to kiss her, she wakes up from the possession or whatever you want to call it. Because it was like when in the bed she was about to kiss him, she kisses him at the party. She freaks out, like wakes up out of it. Because I was like, he looks like a greasy dude, just dirty. He looked like a pretty greasy kid. What was the other thing? Oh, how would you react at the party if you saw that going down? Before the face stabbing, obviously.
Oh, before the face stabbing? Like when she was just being weird?
Yeah. I'd be like, after she read the...
personally?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can tell you from my own experiences, I would already left. I would already got home. Y'all, I gotta open tomorrow, y'all. You guys stay safe.
But what point would you have gotten up to like peace out? Like, let's say you're in the circle playing Jenga.
Yeah, sure.
What point of the Jenga game would you be like,
when she got up and walked around to move that chair, I got stuff to do.
Even before the incestual Hansel and Gretel story?
Oh, I forgot about that too. Oh yeah, what the hell? Yeah, if that happened before, yeah, that would have been it. I mean, I'll tell you this: I've never had a problem leaving a party or anything early.
Yeah.
I would have gone.
Yeah, because I'd be sitting there playing Jenga, and then they switch seats, and she's all like,
about that.
Yeah, they switch seats, and she's all like pouty and stuff, and then her turn, and she's reading a story. I can guarantee you, wherever you were sitting, I'd look at you with big, I'd be like, I would look at you like with big eyes, like, and then I'm like, well, it's about time for me to hit the old dusty trail. And then
they did not react nearly enough to that night.
And then what would have happened was anyone in the party would have sent a text to us, be like, yo, she stabbed herself in the face. And I'd be like, not surprised. Based on story alone, not surprised. That would have been my text message. But yeah.
One scene that, again, I just was thinking about, and it's just that they plant these things throughout the whole movie. It's like when Bear and Ian were talking in the record store that first day. I can't remember when
she's just staring at him. Yeah.
But she's just just staring at him in the background. Stuff like that. Like, it just turns a scene. You could have, so many movies could have had that exact scene with just them talking. Mm-hmm. And you change the whole vibe of it by just having her blurred in the background. You can't even make out, hardly make her out. But small things like that. I think that, this is like, sky's the limit. I think that Inde is as big of a star as she wants to be. There's so many factors in there, but she could just keep doing horror movies if she wants. She can be in DC. I don't know, whatever she wants. Yeah. And then Curry Baker is going to be making whatever the hell he wants.
Do you think he'll be like our next, I don't know, Jordan Peele?
I don't know. I have some opinions on that as well, but we can say that for another time. Fair. I like Jordan Peele a lot. I would say Get Out's one of the best horror movies of the last 10 years.
Get Out of the, what is it called? The darkness.
I mean, his comedy skits, Key and Peele, that stuff is great. Small tangent. I haven't loved his movies outside of Get Out. I haven't loved him. So, I root for him. I always go to see him, but
Us I really liked. I liked the horse movie. Which one? What was that called?
Didn't like Us, and I didn't like Nope.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm always rooting for him. You know what I mean? I'll next time he makes a movie, I'll be there.
Yeah.
But you know,
I was gonna say
so
not enough cheating in those movies. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. I gotta let me think. What are I'm gonna come up with. Don't look at my letterbox. It's all cheating.
It's all cheating. 10, 10, 10, 10.
10. Why is this a 10? I don't know.
I don't know. Just based on merit alone. I just like
based on merit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this movie's great. I'm really excited to see what they do after. I really hope it's good still. Like,
yeah.
Because like you can see that shift and like, damn, it's not as good. Because like going to Get Out, like you said, just even with Us, it is similar but not exactly the same. I think.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree. And look, and that's okay. If your first time out is your best time out, that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
I think about music all the time. When you're trying to make it, when you're trying to pay the rent, sometimes that's when the
yeah,
the first so many artists, their first album is their best album.
Yeah.
And same with movies sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I have faith. I think that the reason with this one, I think that all the elements and the filmmaking aspects were all A1. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a super original idea. And hopefully you can keep going off of that. But even like all aspects of it, I think were excellent.
Yes.
So I think, it wasn't like, oh, it's just a good idea, or it was just a great cast, or the atmosphere was great. It was like all of them. So even if, let's say, next time it's a B on one of those and the rest are an A, I'm still,
yeah.
still, you
That
know what I
makes
mean?
sense.
Like I feel pretty confident in, yeah. So I'm hopeful.
Another scene I just thought of before we wrap up
Sure.
is when he wished for $1 billion. I saw that coming from a mile away. I'm like, Ian's not gonna help you out here. Like, this is not how the movie ends.
Ian's a moron.
Yeah, he's a moron. But I also him running in saying, "I got $1 billion." I was like, that's kind of weird because he was there for the $1 billion. Like,
yes,
like that. That to me didn't make sense. I wish it was just a little bit different. Maybe ADR it. Be like, hey, what are we gonna do with my $1 billion? Like, what's the next step? And him getting blasted is fine. But the line when he runs, I
agree with you on that 100%. Actually,
yeah.
And it's like the movie had so much goodwill for me that like it wasn't a lasting thing. But I 100% agree that when he ran in and said, there's $1 billion at my house, whatever he said, I'm like, yeah, we saw it.
We saw it. Dude.
He was
we
there.
were all there. Yeah,
I get you. Like small thing, you could have changed the line.
Yeah,
to be like, why are you tripping? We have $1 billion, or I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah. Like, why are you freaking out? We got money or whatever. Yeah. I think another scene at the end was her killing herself when she puts a gun up to her face. I heard that was another scene that they decided not to go with, which I think is right too.
Yeah,
but
same.
Would you? I'm trying to think how it would be ever, because I don't think we're gonna return back to this exact storyline.
No, probably not.
Would you want to know if it's like an entity or magic or more explanation, or is it better just left as a question mark?
Don't let me know. Never let me know. But the good thing with horror is you can mess it up and then just retcon it in the next one and act like it never happened. They don't care. People with horror don't really care. And that's fine with me. Like, you make some bad Halloween movies, it's like, all right, we'll just make another one that says those didn't matter. This didn't happen.
Yeah. One other...
So I don't want to know. But yeah, go ahead.
One other fun theory was it was Bear's cat took over Nikki's body.
Oh my god.
I was like, that's actually very interesting. It fits the bill. Just like a pet being all pleasing and just like, all over you and all that stuff. But yeah. But I like even the scene of like the montage of them being like in their honeymoon stage and like happy and like, and then eventually just getting old. Like, I think it's so relatable if you've been in bad relationships and had, bad boyfriends, bad girlfriends. I think that also sticks and works well for the movie. But yeah, just overall, just really good. Just overall really good.
I also think that it still falls like it still get there. You get the final girl trope in horror. Nikki's still the final girl. She was just on the, the great thing is I don't even see that character as Nikki unless it's like when she snaps out of it. It's like a whole different, it's a whole different person. Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Great ending. Yeah.
Yeah. I think out of the two, Backrooms and Obsession, enjoyed Obsession, a higher rating, but I think I prefer Backrooms in my opinion. I think based on your
Yeah.
rating, you would prefer Obsession. But I think there's a little more to do in Backrooms, and it's so weird that you could do really anything. I think Obsession hopefully won't be the last of its kind from Curry, but yeah, there's just my small preference just for
Yeah.
between the two. Lastly, we are in the middle of summer movies. Before we end, what is your most anticipated movie of this back? Okay, actually, yeah. What is your most anticipated movie of this back half of the year?
Oh man. I wasn't ready for this, so I'm gonna say what's yours? Do you know yours?
Probably Doomsday. Oh wait, no, Dune. Dune?
Dune 3 is coming out. Same day apparently.
Yeah,
We'll see if
same.
that sticks. But
Yeah,
uh
it's either one
man,
of
the
those
thing with
two, but I'm
yeah,
not
I mean the thing
excited for
is
Doomsday. I should say.
the weird thing is I am excited for Doomsday more than I probably should be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just because, I yearn for that feeling that I had with Avengers Endgame and Infinity War.
Never
And
gonna happen
I know
again, man.
they just say those things where like everything they say makes me excited, where it's like this is a sequel to Endgame, not a sequel to all the other movies that have happened.
Mm-hmm.
And we're bringing the cast back. I actually don't care. That excites me. I
Mm-hmm.
miss my dogs, So I do think that Dune, I would bet my entire life that Dune will be a better movie,
Okay.
and I'll love that movie. But if you gave me two doors, and I can walk into one right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking into Doomsday. I think it's more exciting of an idea. It could crash and fail, or it could make me
That's what I'm
feel
worried about too.
all
Is it
excited.
crashing and failing?
I don't expect it to crash and fail. I think that at minimum, it's a big crowd pleaser. At very minimum, at the least,
Mm.
I think the worst case scenario is it doesn't make a lot of sense, but there's a lot of crowd pleasing moments and it's amazing time in the theater, which I love. At best, it is a sequel to Endgame that works.
Yeah,
That's like,
I think the problem that for me with what you said is with the crowd pleasing thing makes me mad, and it never really. I'm not the crowd pleasing audience, and so
yeah. Well,
I'd be a
I'm
little
not gonna watch
disappointed.
it at home, but that first watch, I will tell you, I will enjoy the shit out of it. And then after
Fair.
that, I'm like, well, let me go watch Dune.
Yeah,
But
I'll probably
it's such a
I
wild
would
card.
probably see Doomsday first, then see Dune just to make
Yeah,
sure that I'm ending on
a
a
hundred
higher note.
percent.
I heard there's rumors
Yeah.
that the Batman trailer will be on top of Dune,
Oh.
which I think might change
Oh, that'd be
things.
interesting.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Interesting.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Outside of movies, actually, I thought about it. I'm the other two things I'm anticipating. Uh, the Avatar animation. I think that's supposed to come out this year. There's like a
Oh
continuation
yeah.
of Aang's
Okay.
story. Excited for that, and season 2 of X-Men '97.
X-Men '97. I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto. I am gonna take days off of work for that.
Is that actually gonna come out
And
though? Is my question.
yeah, it's coming out.
Okay,
It's
okay, okay.
coming out for
Fair, fair.
sure. November 19th. Mark your calendars. I mean, I was just old enough to buy it on my own when GTA 5 came out, and now I'm 30. So, you know.
um, best movie you saw this year?
Project Hail Mary made me feel the most. And I'm a Gosling guy,
Yeah.
so I'll say that, and then Obsession would be second. How
Okay.
about you?
Mandalorian Grogu. Just kidding.
Hey,
No,
you're
no,
not
no,
gonna
no,
get
no.
any
Worst movie
flack
I
from
saw.
me.
Worst movie I saw this year. Mandalorian and Grogu. Obsession. Probably. I didn't see that many movies this year.
Nice.
I didn't see as many as
Yeah,
you did. But
that's
there's
right.
good ones. So hopefully I'll be circling back.
Back half of the year is when we got a lot coming through the pike.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Excitement level 1 to 10 for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I feel like that's the next big
8.5.
one. 8.5. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm
I
probably
love
at
the
a.
director.
Oh yeah, Dustin Daniel Craig, huh?
Yeah.
I'm trying. I think I have maybe 1 or 2 episodes left of Wonder Man.
Oh man, I've only seen the first episode or two.
I liked it, and then it just starts kind of meddling a bit, and I wish
Yeah.
it got there, but I can't remember the actor's name. Yaya, what is it?
Abdul
Yaya.
Mateen. Yep.
He's a great actor, and I
Oh yeah.
love that Ben Kingsley. They're on screen like 75 to 90% of the time. They're great. I just think I think 6 episodes would have been good, but it is a very Hollywood LA actors movie. I think you'd like it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it
I'm
doesn't
excited to
feel
watch it.
it feels very different from any MCU. So that might be good, that might be bad. I think if you're looking for hero stuff, then this is not the show for it. So like I feel like you can skip all of it, and then if you see him on screen you would understand what a Wonder Man is. But that's not what this movie's doing. So I don't know. I have a feeling it didn't work for many people because I'd never really heard much outside of that. But I'm enjoying it, and I do want to finish it. I would give it rating. I could see anywhere between a 6 and a 7. It's not bad.
Yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
That's good. I'll give it a watch.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks so much for your time, Mr. Eli. I appreciate it. And
Pleasure.
I appreciate all of you who tune into our movie reviews and our Star Wars reviews and all the other dumb stuff we do here on the Raincore channel. Please make sure you follow Eli at the Fan Awakens on all social media, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. And you can find me on Instagram and YouTube here on the Raincore channel and Parade Rainer. And with that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your galactic day. Punch it, Chewie! Boom! No.